Hey guys, this is the Fighters Replay. Today we're here with Curmel, the Big Deal, Moton. How's it going today, man?
It's going great, just been in camp, training, just get ready for my next fight.
Oh, you got a fight coming up?
Yeah, so I should be fighting within next 2 months for sure. Most likely next month, if not next month, then in July.
I remember you saying a while back that you wanted to try to get on that tank in Benavidez card. How was that looking?
Still looking right now. I don't have no for sure like set fight date, but they're working on getting me out some cars.
Okay,
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk a little bit on the boxing a little more later in the interview. What we want to start is it's like, you just turned professional. It's a whole, I imagine it's a whole new different ball game that I'm certain that you enjoy a lot more. So you're on the next level now. You know, whenever you're like warming up or whenever you're in the gym getting work in, is there any like artists or specific people you listen to like get you in that zone?
Yeah, I listen to quite a few. I like to listen to Rod Wave, listen to Lil
Yeah.
Baby, uh, Lil Baby. Sometimes some young boy. Who else I be lately? I've been bumping Boss Man D-Lo. It's pretty hard. So a lot of rap.
So your
Yeah,
status, you get ox in the gym now?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What is that like being so young? I know in boxing gyms you have a whole bunch of like old heads around you all the time, and they have all this experience. What is it like to be new and fresh on the scene and have a reputation like yours? Like, does it change the aura in the gym at all?
Yeah, it do because it's like it's different now. Like I'm the top dog in the gym now. Because I've been in the Mayweather gym since I was, young. And I always knew all the pros in there, and I always like looked up to them because I was just a kid, and I always learned from them. And they was professional. They was the top dogs in the gym at that time. But now, that time has passed. I'm coming up. I'm strong. I'm young now, so it's like I took over.
It's crazy to think that, you were an amateur and you were, 15, 14 years old sparring these champions, sparring these, world class boxers like, at the top of their game. And you said before, you're competing with them, you're giving them
Like
work,
shark among sharks.
so what is that like to, be raised around, those opportunities to be able to have access to, getting into those boxing gyms and to have those training partners and to get those rounds in with these elite levels? In what ways do you think that that has, excelled your career?
Yeah, it's definitely a great experience. Sparring is a big part of training. So the guys I'm sparring with, they be high levels. So it puts me on a high level also. So when I fight guys that's like, whatever, maybe 1, 2 fights or something, they not really on my level. Because I'm sparring all these champions, getting their experience. So yeah, it just helps me a lot.
Will you be in the gym all day and all night? Like maybe not realistically, but probably you get yourself very comfortable. You got to grind hard to get to the top and to get to where you are and to get to where you are now. I know you put in a lot of work. In order to put in that work, you have to love the process of the game. You have to love the process, love the ugly. Do you have a specific workout or a favorite part of training camp that you look forward to? Is it those sparring days or those runs or what is it?
Definitely sparring days. I love sparring days. But if it was my choice, I spar every day. But they don't allow me to do that. But I used to not like to run, but I like to run now. It's like soothing.
You getting
Yeah,
that like runner's high, like you're able to
yeah,
finally get like a little peace with it.
yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I know you've come a long way. What would be like your toughest challenge you would say that you've had to face in your life in general? Like, that you had to just overcome to get to where you are now?
I feel like probably like people underestimated me. Like not when I first started, not a lot of people supported me. Just like recently, a lot of like even like my family, like from back home, they just barely started really supporting me since I went pro and like I started like really blowing up for real. But like when I was in the amateurs, it was just like me and my dad going to every tournament and I was winning, but like I don't know, it just was like it just I felt alone, like
Mhm.
I was against everybody else.
Do you feel like it's because of your age, or do you feel like it's just like combat in general that they're like, oh, don't want the baby getting hurt, don't want him getting hit?
Yeah, it's probably like just the sport in general. They think
Yeah.
it's like dangerous. And then yeah, I feel like I was underestimated a lot, in the amateurs. 'Cause I used to be real small, a lot smaller than everybody. I used to always fight guys like way taller than me, bigger. But I always beat them though. But everybody always, they always doubted me.
I want to tap back into what Kayla said. You definitely have to love what you do if you know to especially have a career in combat sports. You get hit for a living. I imagine not everybody's, wanting to do that. When's the moment where you just like where it all clicked for you, where you knew that you just loved the sport of boxing and knew that you was gonna give your 100% everything into it? Was it a certain moment that we had that realization, or was it just coming up in boxing where you just always had
Uh
it, younging?
I say like I've always had it because like when I first I told my dad that I wanted a box because he had took me to the gym one day and then we went home. I didn't even train that day. He just like let me watch the people. And we went home and I told him that I wanted a box. I was young. I was like, I want a box for real. And then he had told me, he was like, if you're gonna do it, like you gotta really take it seriously. Like boxing different than other sports. It's really like a lifestyle more than just a sport. So he explained that to me and I was ready for it. So since young, probably like 6, 7.
Having a lot of workouts and as much as you do, I'm sure you're gonna have to do a little side stuff on your off time. So what do you like to do in your times when you're not training?
I play video games. I got some dogs. I be breeding. I like to take them to like dog shows and stuff. I hang out with my friends. What else I do? Watch movies. Just normal stuff. I just be chilling.
Video games you be playing?
I be playing Call of Duty, Warzone, Fortnite sometimes, 2K, Madden, stuff like
2K?
that.
Which
Yeah.
2K?
What that the newest one right now? I'm playing 24.
Okay, you got a favorite 2K though?
What's the
2K17
what's
for me.
okay? I like what's the one with Paul George on the front?
George, I think is it at 2K13, I think, or 2K14?
Was it that long ago?
Well, no, it was
What
when
the,
you're talking about when he was on the cover when he was on the Pacers.
yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
a Paul George fan?
Nah, just that game in general. That one was
Ah,
like fire.
do you watch basketball though?
I wouldn't say I watch it regularly. I watch like the playoffs though. I watch
What's
a
your
little
team?
highlights. My team, Warriors. I'm a Steph Curry fan.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
I respect that. I'm a
yeah,
Cavs fan, so you know how I feel about that. We had a great
yeah.
rivalry, man.
Speaking of
Yeah.
like other sports and stuff like that, if you weren't doing boxing, what do you think you would be doing?
I say football because growing up I played football and I was boxing at the same time until I was probably about 11, and I was good at football.
What position you play?
Yeah.
I was running back and linebacker.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Dude's been a destroyer since he was this
Yeah.
little. Dad raised him to be a
yeah,
warrior. What is that
yeah.
like have your dad, kind of guide you since you were little into this, you know, career path or just this path in general that has just, flourished into something so big and beautiful?
Yeah, definitely. I always knew what I wanted to do. My dad he definitely like pushed me towards it, but he never forced me to do anything. Even now, if I wanted to stop boxing now, I could, whenever. But I know what I want to do, and I've always been focused, and I know my end goal. So it was never really hard for me.
And if you don't mind me asking, what is your end goal? What is your like biggest accomplishment that you want to reach?
Uh, Biggest I want to, of course, I want to become a world champion and set my name in the history books in boxing and just become a great champion. And I want to be a role model for the next generation come behind me. Just like how I looked up to Floyd coming up, and he was my motivation. I want to be the next generation's motivation.
You said Floyd is, one of the boxers you up to coming up. Do you have any other boxers that you look to for inspiration?
Uh, I watch a lot of boxers, to pick things from them. learn their skills. You know, I watch like Sugar Ray Leonard, sometimes little Mike Tyson. I watch some Javante Davis, some who else I be watching? Aaron Pryor. A lot of old school guys I watch.
Okay,
Yeah.
who would you say are some of the newer guys that you keep your eye on?
Definitely Tank, Shakur, Crawford. I feel like Crawford's the best fighter in the world right now.
Over
Definitely
Usyk?
Crawford. Yeah. Usyk, I say Usyk
I
number
agree
two
with
though.
that statement too. I agree
Yeah.
with that.
I put them like tied though. It's hard to say who's pound for pound, but they both go hard.
You know, a lot of people are moving around divisions now. There are a lot of just like, you know, people who don't really stick to a weight class per se in boxing. Do you kind of see yourself sticking around the like 126, 130 range? See yourself getting there and competing with some of the bigger weight guys?
Yeah, eventually I'll definitely move up. Right now I've been bouncing between 126 and 130. It's just a matter of time before whichever weight I win the title at first. If I win the title at 126, then I'll move up and try to get a title at 30. But if I win it at 30, then I'll probably stay there for as long as possible and then just go up to 135. So it's just a matter of time.
What would you say has been the most valuable lesson that you have learned?
Floyd told me just to always believe in myself, no matter what I got going on, no matter what odds are stacked against me. You know, he just told me always believe in myself and the work I put in, and you know I'll come out on top.
The whole world can go against me. I'm a one-man army.
I know I want to get off one last question. I want to know in 2 years, you know, what will be the new accomplishments that Curmel, you know, Big Deal Moton has accomplished? What will happen with your career in 2 years?
2 years, I'll be about to be 20. I say, but in 2 years' time, I'll be world champion.
Look forward to it. We look forward to it.
We rooting for you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And if anybody's gonna make it happen, it's this dude here.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wish
Yeah,
you all the
man.
best. Thank you so much for your time. And hope to speak to you soon, man. Keep grinding and you know, keep doing your thing.
For sure, I appreciate it.
All right.
Absolutely.
You can't break me, I got iron bones. My ground game will leave your mind blown. I'm ready to fight in any time zone. I'm the greatest, you can call me John Jones. Knocking clowns out like I'm Steve Pay. We can even fight on the freeway. I'ma leave him bloody right where he lay. This is the fighters replay.